Pranam Swamiji. So we have yet another interesting topic, and the name of this topic, the title which we have chosen is Dharma Gives True Strength. So Swamiji, this is always misunderstood. We read these quotations about of Swami Vivekananda on strength. Strength is life, weakness is death. Again, what is religion, what is dharma, and what is true strength. So various topics which are not clear to us is what is dharma, what is the meaning of strength, and what is true strength. So today, without wasting much of time, so that we have more time for question answer session, we would like you to tell us more about this heading which we have chosen, Dharma Gives True Strength. Over to you, Swamiji.
Okay. So first we have to understand the meaning of the dharma. Dharma is the Sanskrit word. It is very, very difficult to translate it and define it. But in simple way, dharma everybody understands. And that simple way is that meaning of dharma means obligatory duties towards his family, towards his relatives, society, and other kith and kin. What duties? As dharmam chala. That means you follow the path of dharma. Dharma means do your duty. What is your obligatory duty? That is the meaning in your practical purpose and what we mean. When you understand you are not in the path of the dharma, dharma means you are not doing his duties, your parents, the children, your wife and husband. So that way, simply use it. That is the dharma. So dharma means as a duty, obligatory duty towards your relatives, parents, etc. But in order to perform our duty and we follow the path of dharma, when you are doing the duty, obligatory duty, right duty. So that you can say when we perform our obligatory duty or dharma, follow the path of dharma, righteousness, we need a great and tremendous strength. Because why we need this tremendous strength to follow the dharma or do our obligatory duty? If you see, most of the time we work, that work is prompted by a like and dislike. That is very important. Whatever work we do, it is prompted by like and dislike. That is how you do. It is very, very difficult to do the work which is not prompted by your liking and your dislike. So that is why we need tremendous energy, strength to follow your obligatory duty, follow the path of the dharma. We can follow the path of the dharma. That means when this work action is not prompted by your like and dislike. That is why they call when you have no desire and attachment. I will give one example. You decided to get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, for your meditation, ablutions, prayer, etc. You go to the bed and 4 o'clock, you could not get up, even though your calling bell so many times warned you. You put on silence and again you going for the sleep or continue the sleep. Why it has happened as you have decided or you have thought, I have to get up early morning 4 o'clock. That is also part of dharma. To get up and do meditation others. That is also an obligatory duty. Why you are not able to get up at 4 o'clock? What is the reasons? You can say, "Nahi, yeah, this I am lazy, this thing, that thing." But real cause, you are attached to the sleep. You like sleep. You do not like to get up 4 o'clock. That is the simple reason. So you like sleep. That means you have attached to the sleep. You could not. But if you get up 4 o'clock in the early in the morning, that means that is you 4 o'clock. So you need some certain energy to throw back or throw out your attachment. That is why it told to follow the path of dharma, righteousness, or doing the duties. You need tremendous strength, mental strength. So you fail because fail to get up early in the morning due to your attachment to the sleep. But there are people they get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. This is an example. Yeah, there are so many cases you'll find where you need your mental force. Where you have to throw your like and disliking, your attachment to follow the dharma obligatory duty. If you get up and persist, practice constantly, persistently, consistently, then we develop tremendous strength. The beauty of dharma is here. Just you get up 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, then you will gain or develop tremendous strength. Every person is firm at the time of taking decision making. Everybody very firm decision making. But when he comes to practice it, they say, no, no, no. Today I will not do it, tomorrow I will do it. How many tomorrow you pass and never tomorrow comes? That is the practical. Everybody knows. When come to practice it, even though you are very much firm in taking our decision, making decisions, but in your own case, when time will come the practice, only I will say do tomorrow and that will never come. So that is happening. So if you say, somebody say a person is strong, so he should prove his strength following the path of dharma, path of obligatory duty. Because there are many obstacles because of like and disliking, opposition, difficulties in the path of dharma. You have to overcome all those things and follow it. So sometimes it is so much difficult. Why difficult? Because this particular work or action is not prompted by your like and disliking. It is obligatory. So you do not like it. Then you give some kind of bahana, excuse, and ultimately you will compromise with that truth. Then you are finished. When you compromise like that with the truth, man becomes weak, weaker, and weaker. Finally, he becomes weaker. His efficiency is gone. To follow the path of dharma, that is why you need tremendous strength and power. Gita says, Kama Raga Vibarjitam. Perform the work without liking, disliking, attachment, aversion. If a man follows the path of dharma consistently, man becomes diamond of power, dynamo power, dynamo of strength, full of strength. He never unshakable. He is not be tempted, threatened, as you say, the great man. Great means great strength they have derived from the dharma. You cannot gain dharma, tremendous strength and dharma, strength without dharma. Gandhiji, Swami Vivekananda, and Sri Ramakrishna, so many great men are there. Their only thing is they follow the righteous path. Salpa api dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Dharma means do your obligatory duty. Even one duty if you do it and practice 1 year, you see how much power you gain, strength you gain, tremendous strength. That is the true strength to overcome all obstacles. Obstacles made of mainly derived from the liking and disliking. Attachment, aversion, you have overcome it. Then this person becomes fearless. So this following dharma of course is a great sadhana, and overnight it will not possible, it will not happen. So if you really overcome your weakness, whatever weakness you have, first thing you have to understand weakness depend because you have generated, it is prompted by your like and dislike. That is possible when you follow the obligatory duty or dharma righteous path. So following the difficult path, overcoming the difficulty, and you become gaining tremendous power and strength. That is the test. You are a strong, you are a not a weak. Is Mahatma Gandhi a weak? Thin body is a tremendous strength. How we derive? Derive from this dharma. Dharma means simple way, do your duty. Dharmam chalo. So that is the key point to ponder over it, to gain our mental strength to face all kind of problems generated or prompted by your like and dislike. That is, and there are, as you told, there is so many definitions of religion, dharma. Religion and dharma little different. Follow your duty, and that is a path. Different religion, different path. Yeah. So consistent practice, even getting up in the early morning. One obligatory duty. Do the seva of your parent. Those have an old parent. That will give boost tremendous strength. But people do not understand it. They always compromise it. They think with compromise they will get the strength. They are becoming weaker, and weaker. So now you can ask the question.
Yes, anyone having any question? We have many more other students also who have joined. So any question for Swamiji regarding this topic? So Swamiji, I would like to start with one question which you have highlighted about likes and dislikes when we are doing duties, moral obligations, obligatory duties for our family, parents, and during our occupation. So how to handle this likes and dislikes? Sometimes we like few duties, sometimes we dislike. So what? How to handle it, Swamiji?
See, like and disliking, that is again, you are not neutral. Partially you are taking decision. You have to be neutral. Try to be neutral, not like and dislike. Whatever comes, that is my duty. That example I have given. That obligatory duty to your parents, to your teacher, and your family, to your house, wife, children, husband. Similarly, there is a duty as a doctor, as an engineer, but there is no this kind of sense that he as a doctor or engineers, he has a duty to the patient. That is why I like easygoing. Why you liking? Strain will be stress will be less, problem will be less, easygoing. By this, will you gain strength, or you facing tussling, obstacles, you will gain strength, or simple easygoing will gain the strength. If you have a neutral and take the path of dharma, of course, you have to take the path of righteousness and follow it. And if you like and dislike comes in between, and then if your action is prompted by like and dislike, then you become weaker and you are what is called compromising with that truth. So there you'll think this is liking, this is my duty. I have to get up and go to the office at 10 o'clock, but there is options and you are going 10:15, 10:20, उसमें चलता है, then you are not following the duty, obligatory duty.
Thank you,
I mean,
Swami. Yes, thank you, Swamiji. We got the clarity. I think Akhil has question, Puneet has question, so many others have questions. So we'll start one by one. Akhil?
Yes, Maharaj. In common parlance, we see that it is very easy to go with like and dislike, and forget about following. It is sometimes become very difficult to identify what is my obligatory duty. So, how to go about this? It is we see all people around. They
your
follow what.
question, your question is what is obligatory duty. Whatever your knowledge permits and you are able to understand, that you follow it. Then there are certain point it will be very difficult. Later on, you can decide. You can able to judge which is obligatory or not. First, whatever you know, you follow it. The power will come and you will gain the power, and then purification of intellect will be there, by which you can handle all more complicated problems to take the decision.
Yes.
Next.
Thank you.
Other question? Anyone wants to ask any other question?
Pranam Swamiji, Puneet this side from Bombay.
Yes.
Yeah, Swamiji, in our spiritual history, we see some examples like Rishi Valmiki was a Daku previously. We see example of Angulimala, We see example of Manmat, who was a bandit, and he was hired to assassinate Sri Ramakrishna Paramhans. Then other examples here in Maharashtra, we see example of Kanopatra, who was a daughter of a prostitute. And then in the 10th century Karnataka, we see examples of Akka Mahadevi, an ordinary girl who had to go to some extreme, who had to take certain extreme steps to follow her spiritual realization. So how do these kind of transformations come over into a person? This is what I want to ask. Thank you so much.
No, what we have quoted the examples in the case of Angulimal and Ramakrishna Ram happened. This transformation, how comes? That is so many religious history, so many miracles is there. We call miracles and how it happened, Manmata, Girish Chandra Ghosh, and so much sinner. There are no sinner other worst sinner in the world like Girish Chandra Ghosh. You leave it aside. You cannot generalize all things. This is a special cases. How Swami Vivekananda, 30 years old, conquer whole world? Why not me? So these questions keep it aside. That is for them. These are for examples. But general thing is that how the strength is gathered from the righteous one. The Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, and then others always follow the righteous path. These part are the miracles, or in the religious history, there are so many incidents like that. You cannot compare all those things with this rule, generalization, how to gain strength at different way, different context. You have to example. That is context. Girish Chandra Ghosh. This is a last birth. He was so pious. Now he's become an Sri Ramakrishna, taken all his sin and gave them freedom. Like that, so many stories, explanation is there. You leave it. They are in religious history. There are this kind of incident will be there. But here, how to be a strong man in our own life? How to face it? And they are great people. They have seen great men. Their life, they have a great sanskaras was there. That is why they are able to get freedom. So this we can explain. But how we become strength, power. If you are strength, you have a power, then prove it. So following the righteous path. Because we are very much weak and always compromising with the truth and distract from the truth. So this is true strength will come from this path of dharma, following the path of dharma.
Yeah, thank you, Swamiji. Thank you.
Yes. Any question? Swamiji, what we have found is when we are on the path of doing all moral obligatory duties, we find that slowly as mind become more introspective, we become more alert about more moral obligations, like moral obligatory duty as a citizen of India, as towards my neighbor, even in my profession. Initially it was so many other things do pop up and we feel, yes, it is my moral obligation. We become more alert about such thing. So slowly duties will sort of increase, but the word duty is little harsh. So what is that greasing or oiling? Is it what should be our attitude so that it becomes very easy? Is it love or how it is?
You see, unless you start, you cannot reach the top. So starting, if you think of the top and think of the problem, then you will be nowhere. You finish. You start, don't think of the top. In this starting, That means the moment you start, one step, two step, three step, then slowly problem will be solved. But starting this, one or two moral or obligatory duty and continuously doing it. And don't think of the tough. Through practice, not in a overnight it will come. Consistent practice and long practice, one day you will reach the top. And that time you will be able to face it. So much you will be dynamo power. So no less power is there.
Yes,
That
true, Swamiji. Thank you very much, Swamiji. I think,
how many are
yeah, so yes, so